They asked me if I'd speak, and I did, and it was a very mild-mannered speech.
We fight. We fight like hell. And if you don't fight like hell, you're not going to have a country anymore.
And you had over 1 million people there, which the press doesn't like to report at all because it shows too much activity.
That one is a whopper. A final count is hard to come by, but organizers permitted the event for about 30,000, which is far fewer than 1 million.
There was such love at that rally, and they were peaceful people. These were great people. The crowd was unbelievable, and I mentioned the word love. The love in the air. I've never seen anything like it. You have people with no guns that walk down, and frankly, the doors were open, but there was also a love fest between the police, the Capitol Police, and the people that walked down to the Capitol. People who walked with no guns, with no nothing, and they're tremendous in many cases. Tremendous people. Tremendous people.
Hang Mike Pence. Tremendous people, said Trump. Nice supercut there by MSNBC. When you hear Trump's lies and see the video contradicting it, that is powerful stuff. Hello, everybody. I'm David Shuster, and thanks for joining us. By most accounts, Donald Trump's lies about the January 6th insurrection are increasing and getting wilder. It was a love fest? Come on. Tell that to the 140 police officers who were injured that day. Tell it to the cop who had his eye gouged out, or the cops who were shocked with an electronic cattle prod, or the cops who were hit with a baseball bat. The video doesn't lie, even if Trump lies repeatedly. However, the problem increasingly is not Donald Trump, though he remains a danger. The real threat comes from the Republicans and the conservative media organizations parroting and repeating the lies and enabling them. You'll notice that Trump spewed his latest nonsense to Fox News' Maria Bartiromo. Did Bartiromo push back? Of course not. And the right-wing echo chamber about January 6th is having an impact. The latest polling shows that a majority of Republican voters are now more likely to blame Joe Biden and congressional Democrats for the events that led to the Capitol riot than they blame Donald Trump and his GOP supporters. That's right, a majority of Republican voters now say that January the 6th was an understandable and justifiable reaction to widespread election irregularities. Never mind that the election irregularities were not widespread. It means the partisan polarization in our society more than 6 months after Donald Trump left office is getting worse. We've seen the same polarization getting worse in other things as well. Is COVID-19 a real thing? A growing number of Republicans say no, even though the death toll keeps climbing. Are COVID-19 vaccines safe and effective? GOP skepticism is up on that as well, increasing the chances that the COVID-19 variants will continue to spread. Is climate change a problem? Again, more Republicans than ever say, it's nothing to worry about. Political scientists say we have entered a post-factual world where anything you want to believe can be confirmed for you on the internet or somewhere in the media. Therefore, there are no more basic truths. There are no more agreed upon facts. And even when there is clear and compelling video about the truth, some media organizations just won't run it because they don't want to get in the way of the Trump talking points. This is a dangerous moment for our society. If we cannot agree on even the most basic elements of reality, our democracy is in trouble, and fascism is closer than we think. The problem is not just Donald Trump. The problem includes his countless enablers. Something has to change.